Hey everybody, it's Brooke. How's it going? So listen, my guides asked me to get on here real quick. I was having a conversation with another divine feminine. We were actually talking about Chiron, and she said, I love the fact that you pointed it out that it'd show up in a different package. And my guides were like, you know what, maybe you should explain how it showed up, because this is also kind of connected to my timelines, okay? And being able to clear those timelines, send healing to them, right? So when I was 17, I wanted a Honda Prelude. I don't know, it's what I wanted. And my mom was like, those things are, why do you want to spend your money on that? Like, don't you want something pretty? I'm like, well, I mean, durability, dependability, gas. I mean, to me, these are pretty logical things to examine and look at, right? So it continued until I got a car from a gentleman that 144 on my clock that will get wrecked cars and fix them and then resell them, right? So, in going back to that Chiron, that moment, it helped me to understand and recognize what was happening, and then the split in the timelines and the choice that needed to be made because of where that Chiron happened. And what I mean is, 222 on my clock. What I mean is, my mom was like, hey, there's a auction where you can get this Kia. And I said, an auction? She's like, yeah, an estate auction. I said, so did somebody die? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. She's like, well, I'm sure it's a really good, dependable car because, you know, a Marine owned it. He's in the military, you know, he took care of it. And I'm like, okay, so let's think about this for a second. I have told you I can channel, okay? I have told you that I work with healing energy. And you want me to go purchase this man's car. And something was just kind of like, ugh. Like, it just didn't set right. So, being the healer that I am, I'm like, okay, why is this not setting right with me? And my guides immediately took me back to the Honda Prelude. Okay? Immediately took me back there. And even then, I intuitively knew what the better choice was for me. Okay, that was the first thing it triggered for me. And this is how I'm able to see, okay, this shows up in a different package to see, are you going to make the same choice again? Do you mean what you say? Do you trust you? Do you love you? Do you listen to you? Okay? Chiron, that's our wound. That's our wound within. And for me, my wound within is always listening to the feminine in me. Okay? My Chiron, feminine, Taurus. So, in this moment, in this trigger of the Chiron, okay, and it playing out in my 3D, same wound, different package, right? Now my mom is mad at me because I don't want it. I'm like, there's something about it that just doesn't sit right. Energetically, it doesn't sit right. And the reason why it doesn't sit right is because I channel the other side. You know what I mean? Like, is he just going to show up while I'm driving down the road? You know, I purchased a car that had been wrecked, and I had it 2 weeks, and I wrecked it, totaled it. Had it 2 weeks, totaled it. Way too much car for me. So then I take that, and I look. Same lesson, same situation, just a different package. Which led me to yesterday. And, you know, I've told you guys, I've prayed hard for my family to see me, to see the light, to see that I have to put boundaries up to see that the comment about me needing to get right with the right God was a complete insult to this entire process. Because God is the only reason why I'm here. There's been too many near-death experiences. There's been too many times I've cried and said, if I'm not meant to be doing something great, I can't continue living like this, because this has been hell. That's why I know hell is not a place you go to. It is a place that you live. I've seen it. But I had to go through that in order to know. That was my journey. I had to go through that in order to heal. That was my journey. And, you know, as these things come up, same lesson, different package, are you going to choose left or right? I'm going to look at what's being shown to me. I'm going to feel what I feel. And the biggest thing that I've learned through all of this is it's always been there. It's always been there. You know, this wasn't something that just happened. You know, it's always been there. And I can't control what others choose to see, and I have to accept that. Even if it's my parents. And I say my parents, my mom, my stepdad. You know, my dad yesterday let me say it all. And he held the space for me. He held the space for me to say, look, I can't help that this is the way I was made. I've always been this way. It wasn't something that just happened, you know? I can't help that I communicate to the did. I can't help that. I can't help that they're always around. But they're meant to be. And in rejecting who I truly am, I'm rejecting myself. I mean, that's how we bring it in. That's how we heal. I have to accept what was given to me. And that's going to scare some people. Obviously, I've lived it. It's not easy dating me, you know? I always know. So, they just really was like, you need to share. And they wanted me to say this yesterday. And I just needed to feel me, to love me, to be grateful that 11:11 on my clock, to be grateful that I got to experience what I did. You know? In that moment, what I had prayed for was to be seen. And I was seen. Sometimes we only need one person. You know, that's why I always try to see, and it's not that I really even need to try, because I always try to say it. That's the key. You need to say it. People need to hear it. Gemini, talk. So, phew, I did not want to do this. But I was told it was extremely important to share. Because I hold space for all of you. I feel you. I know what you're going through. There's always a silver lining in all of it. All right. I love you guys. Talk soon. Bye.